Another year of FIFA, or I should say EAFC, and another year of using the 4-2-2. Reliable formation for me always, but disclaimer, when putting on tactics, it will not magically make you the best player in the game, but rather understanding the formation and tactics and adjusting them to your playstyle. So, give mine a try, see how they are, but I'm going to give you guys a few adjustments that you can make to the tactics so that they work best for you. The big thing with the 4-2-2 that I like is you have space. You have the ability to pass, you have the ability to dribble, you also have the ability to transition quickly from defense to attack, and I really, really love the spacing in this formation. And so, to get into it, as you're going to see here, some of my players are missing. Ignore that. I sold some players. But we are starting in the 4-2-2. Defensive style is on balanced. Now, we're going into the game 0-0. We want to feel it out. No need for pressing. We're going to go in balance, see how things are going. With 50. It's already a decently wide formation. If you feel like you're really getting beat down the middle, you can lower it. But in this game, for me, most people are looking to get down the line and play a side pass. And so 50 width, just keep it balanced, keep it simple. A big thing here, though, as you guys may be aware, 71 depth auto presses for your attackers and midfielders. Very annoying to play against at times, but be careful because if somebody gets out of it, it will leave you susceptible to the counter a bit. And so, if you're not comfortable with getting countered, be careful. Definitely something you can try out, see how it works for you. For me, I play on 57 depth. Keep it, my team's decently up the field. I manually press, right stick player switch, can kind of try to guard the lanes and cause problems for my opponent. If you're somebody that's not so comfortable defending, especially when you're on the counter, you can lower the depth, make it a little bit easier for yourself. Let your team just drop back and set their shape. Again, for me, pretty comfortable with my right stick. If you're really comfortable, you can even higher it a little bit. 57 is the number that I found that works best for me for now. Now, build up and chance creation. I get asked about this a lot. Forward runs, direct passing, why don't you use them? For me, with forward runs, my player will just always be running straight, going. I don't want them to just always do the same thing. I want them to be unpredictable, in balance. If I want my player to go up the field, click LB, click L1, send them on a run. If you want them to come short, click RB, click R1, bring them short. Use directed runs. You can use player locks. Naturally in balance, they'll just do different things. Sometimes they'll go in behind. Sometimes they'll go to the wing. Sometimes they'll cut diagonally. I like to be unpredictable. I'm not trying to do the same thing necessarily every single time, because then it becomes easy to guard if someone knows, okay, your player's going to always just go in behind. And so for me, I use balanced. You can definitely try out forward runs or direct passing to see if the runs that they make is better for you. Again, for me, balanced. I like to change it up and sometimes just use manual runs to tell them what to do. Now for the width. And as you're going to see now on the screen, everybody knows this game has cut back pass as a huge issue. Cut back pass. Get the ball to somebody fast. Diaby, rocket ship. Just sprint. Go. Stop, cut back, or just keep running straight, cut back. This formation, you can cut back a lot. You have the width. It works. I find 50 to be fine. You can bait the wing, which leaves space in the middle. He was worried about me going down the line. Also, with the spacing here, you're going to see I'm kind of messing around a little bit. I love to dribble. That's how I play. I really love to dribble most of the time. This formation allows you to have the space to dribble with your strikers, especially in and around the box, rather than it being all crowded up because too many players are making runs. And so for me, I like the ability to have the passing option, but also at the same time being able to create through my dribbling. If you're someone that doesn't dribble that much, that's fine. It's not a big deal. As you're going to see in some of the clips, you can really utilize the width to find those inside passes or even find a pass from the center mid to the striker when you're recycling the play. Again, you get that little bit of width. People love to defend like this where most of the time they don't even switch to the player closest to the ball. So as you're going to see here, this guy was defending interestingly, but leaves that guy on the wing open. So definitely pay attention to that. Take your space down the line, find the inside pass after you're able to beat your man. Pretty simple. Nothing too crazy. The side pass is strong, and so that's why I think 4-2-2 is very good. Again, in the middle, dribbling a little bit, you have options to pass. Pretty good for me when it comes to the width. If you feel like the wingers just cut in too much, you can higher the width, even all the way up to 100. I know people that play like that, but for me, I like for them to stay wide sometimes, cut in sometimes, keep it, again, unpredictable. If it really bothers you, because I'll talk about this later and show you guys some examples, the wingers cutting in bothers you, then honestly playing just 4-4-2 and using the exact same tactics I'm going to show you is maybe better for you. For me, again, I don't mind them coming in centrally at times because it keeps things different, but 50 width is what I use. Players in the box, 5. Allows me to keep my space. If I want to naturally grab a center mid and bring him up the field, that's fine. 5. Corners, free kicks, 2 and 2. If you know how to cross, you can higher this maybe up to 3. I don't really know how to do that, but I want to have a few people back on defense, as well as still have the option to cross or play it short and still have people in the box. And now for the big thing here, we're going to go into the instructions. And so for both of my strikers, I play them stay central and default. As you're going to see, many people put like get in behind. Well, starters, Neymar is not necessarily the fastest player, but if I want to send him in behind, then I can just trigger the run by clicking L1 or LB. If you have a super fast player though, and you like to look for that through ball threat, you can put the through ball threat on getting behind and even maybe stay forward so that he stays up the field looking for that outlet, because stay forward is something I used to use last year when I had Mbappe, so that he's always ready to make that outlet pass. So definitely stay forward is an option, getting behind is an option. But again, I just have him stay central, and I can just trigger the run naturally. Now, to go into, actually, one thing I want to show you guys, on stay central, they don't actually always stay central. And so something I'm going to put on the screen right now is they're making runs usually to the side already, but you can player lock, you can directed run to find the space. As you can see, Neymar's going to the wing. He's my striker on stay central, and he's going wide. So by being stay central, they're not necessarily always going to stay in the middle, so don't be worried about that. The next position I want to go over first is the outside back. Stay back while attacking on both of them. And now a lot of people may say, like, you just have so many people back, whatever. And now, as I'm going to show you guys on the screen, you can still use your outside backs to help in the attack. Naturally, just bring them up the field, create space, use the wing attacking mid and the wing back together to create chances for yourself. As you're going to see here, I have Jordi Alba on the team. He's just flying up the pitch. He's on stay back, but I use him to help create space. So by being on stay back, it doesn't truly mean they're actually on stay back, because you can just user them and bring them up the field or send them on a run to allow them to go forward. Now for the attacking mids here, which I consider my wingers. Come back on defense, get into the box for cross. Help us back on defense, but also be able to be a passing option once I get into the box, as you're going to see here. And now this is what I'm talking about when I tell you guys they cut inside sometimes. And so if this is something that bothers you, pay attention to this. You're going to see here my Lamb, who's Mahrez in this situation, instead of staying all the way wide, he comes in to give me a passing option, which almost treats it so that like he turns into a Cam at times. And as you're going to see, he's coming into the middle and helping create a passing option for my players. Again, he's my Lamb in this case. And as you're going to see, he's not standing all the way at left mid, which you may have in a 4-4-2. To me, it doesn't bother me. I'm okay with it. It helps me create at times. Again, if this bothers you, higher the width, or maybe try to switch into a 4-4-2 instead, because they will frequently cut in and do this. So something to pay attention to. But I like having that passing option at times. My more defensive of two center mids, Kanté, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center. We just want him to stay back, don't go up the field, win the ball back, and we're going to find a pass. My more attacking center mid, same tactics, cut passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center, but we're going to use deep lying playmaker. And what this does is allows my center mid to become a passing option. So although he's on stay back, he will naturally drift forward and look to help assist the attack. Meaning, if my right attacking mid has the ball in the corner and he doesn't have a passing option, he'll drift towards the corner to help give him an option. If the right back gets stuck, the left back gets stuck, he's just going to drift around the field looking to always give a passing option in the game. And so having somebody that's very good on the ball is something I'd recommend here. Llorente for me actually is not the person I play in this formation. I sold players again, so I just haven't adjusted it yet. But have somebody that's very confident on the ball here. So again, more defensive of the two on the left is what I do. The more attacking of the two, I play on the right. So last but not least, goalie comes for crosses. I don't use sweeper keeper because when they come out, the goalies are just horrendous. And center backs, we leave on balance. I hope this tactic helps you guys. Let me know what you guys think of it, how you adjusted it for your play style, and what you're using. I have a few other really cracked stuff labbed up. So let me know if you want to see some of the other formations I have been trying. Again, though, 4-2-2 is very reliable. I hope this helps you guys. And as always, stay wiggly.